The counterterrorism cooperation the United States has with Pakistan is critically important throughout the region. We do not have permanent military bases the way we do in the Middle East right now to be launching and doing activities in Afghanistan and elsewhere.
Part of this Saudi ability to get away with murder is because of the White House's own crackdown on media. For example, the White House does not release any of the record statements of conversations between foreign leaders. We don't even have daily press briefings anymore. And we find out through the president's offhand comment that Jared Kushner had already spoken with MDS a couple of days ago. We don't know what the content of that conversation was, but I surmise, given their close crown prince to crown prince relationship, that it was more likely about how do they cover each other and help each other out than it was about using U.S. power to hold Saudi Arabia accountable for any of its human rights violations.
By declaring Jerusalem the capital of Israel, there is no reason for Israel to negotiate on any of the illegal settlements, pull back, or put forth any effort to truly integrate and live in harmony with the Palestinians.
This is actually what Nancy Pelosi's strength has been. She has not put herself out there as the face of the party. She is very adept at corralling, essentially, a very disparate party and helping people work together when it comes to holding votes on the floor. Fundraising, phenomenal. That's what she has seen and done in her role as Democratic leader. She has not put herself out there as the face of the Democratic Party because she understands these nuances. In fact, well, you can accuse the Obama administration of overthinking the engagement in Syria, and the problem now we have with Donald Trump is there seems to be no thinking about what the goal is in Syria. So accidentally, Donald Trump stumbled into what diplomats often do, which is use the threat of military intervention to create the type of environment that we've seen between North and South Korea today. There is a deep sense of betrayal among people who follow hip-hop and rap. Kanye was supposed to be this harbinger of conscious rap, and instead he's now caping at the White House for a president who is systematically denying black people the right to vote and purging voter rolls, and who stands as an ally to white supremacists by calling them very fine people. So this is not part and parcel with a lot of the policies that black communities or any minority community expects to hear from the White House, let alone somebody who's supposed to be a genius. In a business context, you have mechanisms for removing people for HR violations. And even then, when we've seen it's a more direct chain of command, that it takes several women, several accusations, and an understanding that this person has generally been a bad person in order for them to get fired. So that threshold seems to be even higher for politicians.
I mean, no, but I mean, it's a sad thing. Many women do feel like they have to trade on their sexuality to make it ahead in the workplace. And the scariest thing about the tape and how women like me, I think, viewed it wasn't necessarily just the interaction between you and Donald Trump, but was your colleague coming in afterwards and not knowing that everything that had been said in the room before her. And it affirms the suspicion we've always had that our men in the workplace won't respect us the same way. And I think the easiest, honestly, solution to that is for when people are in a room where everybody looks like you, and somebody says something racist or sexist, to have that social courage to say that's not okay, right? Social courage. I'm calling it social courage for a reason, because that is more difficult than joining a rally of 20,000 people who think exactly like you.
There you go.
Right? And because those are the rooms where that change really needs to happen, and that's something that every man can do on behalf of your daughters, your mothers, your friends, and your sisters.
But I agree with that.
Thank you.
I have three daughters,
And
13,
you spoke
17,
beautifully
and
about
19.
that.